Friday morning, guys. Welcome to today's video. In fact, it's actually nighttime. We were all busy. We all did our own thing today. Like, we all had things that we had to do today. So we were away from the farm. Hi. Anyway, Sam and I just drove home and we drove along the road. And I said, that little goat Posh, she can smell me. Like, she knows. We were driving slowly and all of a sudden she just stopped, started staring at the road, and then I said hi Posh to her and she just started screaming her head off. Anyway, welcome to today. Today's gonna be an interesting video because it's gonna be like what's it called? It's gonna just be just us at the barn. I mean, you're probably thinking it's always that way, but what you don't know is that there's always hours between times that we go to the barn. I want to pick this guy up. I want to pick you up because, ew, there's something in my hand that I wasn't expecting. Hi, baby. I feel bad for him because he wants so much love and he smells like pee, so nobody ever hugs him. I have to have a shower. Yeah, you're so cute. You guys, look how happy he is, Sophie. Oh, he's such a baby. Oh my goodness. Look at his arms are crossed. You guys can't see, it's dark. Oh, hi. You're such a baby. Oh, I feel bad for him. He doesn't like smell awful, but see all these marks on him? Hi. It's because the boys hump him and then they pee on him. Like, he's covered in pee. There may or may not be a tornado on the way. So last night, the craziest thing ever happened. Uh-oh, no. Here. So somehow he got out and I was like doing chores and come on, you gotta come this way. You're in the wrong spot. I was doing chores, just happened to look in and he was standing beside Posey and she wasn't even screaming, which is a shock. No, go. That's it. Come on, get in there. I'll bring your food. There you go. I'll get you fresh food and water. I was freaking out because I felt like she finally got used to him and she was finally gonna have a friend, and I was so excited and so happy. Hi, baby. You guys, look at him. He's a normal size. Few more months and then he'll be the chubby cat we all know and love. Oh yes, you're such a cute boy. Yes, you are. Yeah. This cat is the longest living outdoor cat ever. So I was so excited. I stood here and I watched them. I was freaking out. And then she was by her food bowl. It was empty. But then he was like growled at her and like tried to pretend bite her. It's what he does with the boys too. Like just him saying get away. And before she'd be so upset because she's sensitive. And instead she just stood there. She literally just stood there, not even making a fuss. I couldn't tell if she was scared and she was just frozen and just standing there. But then he like smelled her butt and all that stuff and she just stood there. Come on, Posey. I was really happy about the whole situation, but I couldn't leave her there. Like, I couldn't just be like, oh well, who cares if he's mean to you? I don't want her to like be unhappy. So I'm gonna just give it some time. I'm just gonna give it some time. Let them get used to each other. Let her get used to him slowly. And then if a time comes where they can live together and she like understands that he's just a grouchy old man and still love him, or still like, and they can cuddle together to be warm in the winter, then I'll do that. Because that's all I want for her. She's one of the biggest loves of my life. You might not know it, but like, when she lived in the house, we bonded so strong, and the fact that she's always like crying for me.
You want to open the door?
Sure. All right, get ready. Get ready, Freddie. All the babies first, then the bigger ones, then the pregnant one.
Tilly goes in her stall.
You have to guard it. Why?
Because Tilly was on her stall.
Tilly goes in her stall?
Or last one to come by.
So the babies are supposed to go into their stall.
Come on.
But that's it. That's our like spring lineup of mamas minus these two little buckskins. But I love it. I love all the colors we have this year. All right, I told you guys we're selling all these goats in the spring. Hopefully a lot of them with a baby at their side. And that way that they'll go into her new herd and they'll be strangers in a new herd, but they'll have each other. And that's like my biggest thing. We're selling everyone except for our registered ones and except for Lola and except for Blossom. And like it or not, Blossom's our biggest milker right now, and she's amazing with her milk. So I have to say that I don't mind, and she's a really good mom. And even though I complained all this time that she didn't stop breastfeeding her baby, now I'm really glad that she didn't, because then I'm gonna have milk for our new babies if I need it. Selling everybody. But you guys, I've already committed to buying so many goats. So Hazel, her old owner, they have another goat that is going to have a baby with a buck that I really, really want. So I'm going to get one of her goats. A deposit down on another goat from the owner of Ziggy.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl, a doeling. You can pick her.
You say that, but then you don't let me choose.
Well, I'll let you choose. You can choose her. Here, I tried to pick one this year and I couldn't pick one. So I have a deposit on that goat, on a goat there. I want to import a goat. And there's another. Oh, and then this girl that we show with, who is so friendly and so kind, she has really nice goats. Obviously, she has show goats. They're just tiny little things, and I want to buy one of her goats. So that's like 5. Was that
Cinderella.
5?
What about Cinderella?
Oh, and we're getting a new goat. Like we have a new goat a baby on the way this year, but that's it. So we haven't even gone into the new spring season. That's when everybody has babies and where everybody sells their goats and you buy the goats. Like I do a lot of buying right now because I'm still trying to build my herd. We haven't even come into that season. I'm already buying 5 goats already. Like, I think that's all I can do. I don't know if I'll import. I really want to import, especially if I just import one. It'd probably be around $2,000 all said and done. So I really want to import. So we'll see if I can figure it out. I just have to figure it out. But yeah, I already have like spent my whole budget for next year. I thought ahead because I knew we were going to be really busy, and I thought of something really fun that we could do. I'm just going to give the goats some water. I'm just going to give the pigs some water, and then Sophie and I are going to catch up with you guys. And we're gonna not play a game, but we're gonna do something. Okay, so you guys know I always do this thing where I breed my goats and then I spend like the next 5 months saying, I don't think she's pregnant. I don't think she's pregnant. So anyways, I was reading up on it. ChatGPT to the rescue.
Come in or not?
Do you want to come in or not?
Nope.
So you guys know there's a tiny chance this one could be pregnant. I felt her for a long time today, and I did not feel her pregnant. Her teats are a lot longer, and she doesn't have an udder, but it is a little bit bigger than it was. And then this goat is for sure pregnant. I felt her babies. Did a blood test, a blood type test, blood pregnancy test. I felt a baby in her. So anyway, I decided, like, because I always do this to myself, I wanted to like figure out, why does this girl not have an udder? She does not have an udder, and I know she's gonna have at least one baby. I think she's just having one baby for sure. So I was looking online, and ChatGPT gave me this whole list, 2 pages. Don't eat it. I wonder if goats eat your homework. Anyway, there's 2 pages here, and they are all the old wives' tales. So the old wives' tales are basically things that like farmers notice in their herd. So like it's just coincidences that farmers notice, and some of them are backed by science and some of them are not. So the first ones are predicting pregnancy. So I thought we'd go through it with you guys, and then we'll try and figure out if our goat is pregnant by these signs and what they're having. So I've already done it, and I already think I know at least what she's having. Okay, so
She's having 2. She's having a boy.
so if a doe doesn't let the buck near her again, she's bred. But we can't determine that because we don't leave our bucks with our does. But it's also the same as saying if she doesn't come into heat again, then she's bred. And And let me tell you, this goat pretends to go into heat at least once a month. She goes and walks along the fence line, wags her tail, gets all feisty, but it doesn't last any longer than a day. And it's usually just like an hour or so. Glow or a shinier coat means she's pregnant. So what would you say about that, Sophie? Toffee? Toffee does not have a shinier coat. Would you say she has a shinier coat?
From what I can see right now, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing I've noticed about her. Her coat got so shiny. Like, she is so shiny. Cold ears in the morning mean that they're bred. Which we didn't test that one. Tails that feel stiffer or thicker at the base mean babies are coming. Oh, feel her tail.
I don't know what it feels like normally, so.
Oh, it feels thick. I don't know what it feels like normally either, but wow, that does feel thick. I need to feel another goat's tail. It definitely feels thick. Really thick. Wow. Feel her tail.
Your goat doesn't like me.
They're afraid we're going to grab them and then feel their bellies. Okay, so peeing more often, pregnant. Both of these girls have definitely been peeing more often. If she lays down more than usual, she's pregnant. Definitely both of them lay down a lot. So those are all the signs for knowing if your goat is pregnant. So definitely Cricket is pregnant. But let's predict the number of kids. So if they have a wide belly, it means twins or more. Would you say she has a wide belly?
No.
I would say she does not have a wide belly. A low basketball shaped belly. Would you say she has a low basketball shaped belly? I absolutely think she has a low and I've been noticing that about her. Her belly is really low. Kind of like a basketball. That means that she's having a single kid. Movement on both sides of the belly equals twins or triplets. Have we felt any movement on both sides of the bellies? No. A bigger appetite early on means she's going to have more kids than less. And she has had a bigger appetite right from the beginning. So out of all of those...
They always have. They're always like...
Yeah, these two are always eating. But see how she kind of looks like she's got that basketball belly? I've noticed that she's really low. Okay, so from that, I think that she's having just one baby. Do you think she's just having one baby?
I already predicted she's having a boy.
I think she's having a boy too. One single boy, which is the kiss of death in a first freshener.
Because a late udder is...
Yeah, so that's the other thing. That's what got me going on this whole thing.
I brought that up to you.
Sophie said to me the other day, if a goat has... She said that she read that if a goat has a late udder and doesn't get it until the very end, it's a single boy.
Well, I made that up.
Did you make it up? I looked it up. It was true.
I know. Stuff that I make up is seemingly true. Like, remember when I put left the bucket flipped over on the grass and I said it would make it grow?
Yeah.
And then it did.
Yeah, I remember that. All right, so this is how you predict the gender, okay? Pointy bellies equal boys. Wide rounded belly equals girls. Like, I don't know what they mean by pointy. Carrying high equals boys. Carrying low equals girls. I feel like she's low.
I think she's high.
Craving grain equals boys. I feel like she craves hay more than anything. She eats hay so much. Craving hay equals girls. If the buck was very dominant, more bucklings. If the doe was relaxed, submissive, more dolings. Our buck was kind of dominant. Actually, he's kind of more submissive. If the labor is easy, it means bucklings.
Okay, you would know, literally, if she's in labor.
I know, but if she goes through labor and it happens so fast and easy, and before the baby comes out, well, we should know it's a boy. Harder, longer labors equal dolings. A bossy doe has bucklings. She suddenly became this bossy, grouchy doe that she never was like that before. Quiet doe has dolings. So if she's actually pregnant, she'll for sure have a girl then. Okay, so this is the udder sign that Sophie was talking about. Okay, so they say if they bag up early and grow an udder early, it means they're having dolings. And the science behind this is that there are more hormones with the girls, and in fact that's an old wives' tale with women too. If they grow bigger boobs early on, it means they're gonna have girls, and if they don't, their boobs don't hardly grow at all, it means they're having a boy. And it's the same thing. And so that's the big thing about her. It says here that a sudden big udder right before kidding equals bucks. So that's why I think she's having a boy. A tight, firm udder is boys. A soft, slow-filling udder is girls. And that's been true with like all of our last triplets Last year, all of our does that had triplets, and one had 3 girls, one had 2 girls, they all followed all of these signs of having girls. And then the one that had just a single boy, Tilly, I remember doing the same thing with her, thinking like, is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? Because she didn't grow an udder until right before. So this is where it gets scary. So we have 2 weeks left, and neither of these girls have an udder. No udder until the day of birth. So it's possible she's going to get an udder the day of birth. It means one single buck kid. So those are the ones that I was reading today. So anyways, that's all I wanted to tell you guys. We used all these little old wives' tales, some of them that are backed by science, to determine what we're going to have. So we're going to see in a couple of weeks if it comes true. But based on these, I know that Cricket is definitely bred. Toffee is probably not bred. And Cricket's having a single boy. For sure. Oh, I'm pretty sure now. This girl's just going to give us one boy. And let me tell you, all I want is for it to be stunning. I want it to be like a little cow baby. You got it? That's it. No matter what's in there, we just want it to be pretty. Okay?
Tell her the opposite.
And polled. Yeah, tell her the opposite of what I want. About Toffee, though, I have it marked down in my calendar. If she isn't pregnant, she should go into heat on Saturday, tomorrow. She's due to come into heat. And there was no sign of that today. So I'll be watching for that for tomorrow. Goodbye, sweet girl. Still working on cleaning up this stall, you guys. It literally takes so long, like 4 hours if you do it all at once.
In my experience, it's bad to have hiccups.
Why?
Because every time I've gotten them, I've thrown up after.
You've what?
Thrown up after.
Oh my gosh. It's literally like a tornado out here. Anyways, I'm hoping to be finished with it tomorrow. I'm halfway through the stall, but I only have this little wheelbarrow. So tomorrow I'm gonna bring down the big one and try and finish it. Because Sam has plans. Sam has a friend who's gonna come and spread our manure on the field. The little ducks have literally figured out how to escape the yard. I know, they're so adorable. They literally want us, but then they're afraid when we try and pick them up.
Don't you know that you're beautiful, just the way